Bernardo Silva unveils a surprising side of Erling Haaland. Norwegian superstar Erling Haaland, who has already netted 11 goals in just 10 matches this season, is much more than his impressive statistics. Off the field, Haaland is perceived as a laid-back giant, the complete opposite of the relentless goal-scoring machine everyone knows. But on the pitch, the story shifts dramatically. Bernardo, who trains alongside him, witnesses this transformation. The calm demeanor dissipates, and what emerges is pure competitiveness. An indomitable athlete, demanding of himself, he throws himself into the game completely. Haaland doesn't rest until he achieves perfection. This mindset, extending beyond mere technical skill, is shaping Manchester City. But is that all that drives Haaland's success? What else might be happening behind the scenes at City? If you're enjoying this information, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on this topic. On the field, Haaland is unbeatable, but during training, he reveals a relaxation that few might expect. Many view him as a robot, but alongside his teammates, the reality is different. What Bernardo describes goes far beyond the expectations of the fans. After all, how does such a fierce athlete manage to balance his relaxed spirit with an insatiable quest for victory? It's a question that intrigues anyone who watches his performances. And for those following his journey, it explains a lot about the phenomenon that is Haaland. This blend of profiles, talents, and of course such intense personalities is what makes Manchester City a unique and powerful team. However, there's more unfolding at Manchester City, and this time, it's not just about training or goals. Benjamin Mendy has brought to light a controversy that has remained hidden in the corridors of the Etihad Stadium. The Frenchman, who has been sidelined since 2021, claims he was denied rights that he believes were overlooked. What's particularly striking is what he revealed: mischief, parties, and disregard for pandemic rules, and Mendy asserts he wasn't alone in these escapades. Key players from the first team were also present at these events, including team leaders. Yet, curiously, he was the only one to face severe punishment. Is there more to this story? Did City really make a fair choice? This revelation puts much in perspective, including the future of other players and the club itself. Speaking of the future, Pep Guardiola has also come under the rumor spotlight. Thomas Tuchel, the former Chelsea coach, seems to be the front-runner for the England national team job, which could allow Pep to refocus on his journey at City. But is Guardiola truly secure at City? His contract is nearing expiration, and despite his success, nothing is guaranteed. Can a manager who has won 6 Premier League titles really be considering a change? Or is there something deeper at play influencing this decision? Now think with me. With all these stories swirling around the Manchester City backdrop, what does it mean for the team, for the players, and for us who follow every detail? If you want to stay updated on everything happening in football with the hottest information, don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because here you'll know everything before everyone else. Now tell me, what do you think of these revelations? Is Bernardo Silva right about Haaland's laid-back side? And what do you think about Mendy's accusations? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this is a topic that will certainly keep generating buzz. Meanwhile, the saga at the Etihad continues. What will happen with Guardiola? Will we see Erling Haaland shine in another jersey? Or will City manage to keep their biggest star? After all, Barcelona has its eyes on him. Joan Laporta, the president of Barça, has already made it clear that he wants Haaland to be the marquee name of his administration. He is seen as the natural successor to Robert Lewandowski. With the good relationship Laporta maintains with Rafaela Pimenta, Haaland's agent, many believe this deal could indeed happen. Even with the financial troubles plaguing the Catalan club, Laporta is willing to do the impossible. Can you imagine the impact this would have on City and on the Premier League? Without Haaland, how would Guardiola's attack look? A player of his caliber is not easy to replace. Would fans be able to cope with a possible departure? And most importantly, will City allow this to happen, especially after constructing a team that revolves around their star? The fans are already anxious. But for now, Haaland continues to do what he does best: score goals. And no matter who tries to destabilize him on the pitch, he remains unstoppable. But for how long? The future of Manchester City seems more uncertain than ever. While Bernardo Silva and Haaland shine, the behind-the-scenes is heating up. Mendy's revelations could just be the tip of the iceberg, and Guardiola's potential departure adds another layer of uncertainty to this story. What do you think will happen next? Will Haaland stay at City? Will Guardiola renew his contract? Can Mendy prove his innocence? It's hard to say, but one thing is certain. Manchester City has never been closer to a major transformation, and we, the fans, are right in the middle of this storm. However, when we talk about Manchester City, it always seems like there's more behind each success and every scandal. Bernardo Silva revealed a human side of Haaland that few people knew about. Mendy stirred up controversies involving elite players, and Guardiola's future is more uncertain than ever. Yet despite all these doubts, City remains strong. Every match is a testament to the power of this team, which seems capable of overcoming any crisis, both on and off the field. But can this balance be maintained? Haaland might be more relaxed off the field, but his intensity during games is undeniable. Still, as Bernardo pointed out, there's a difference between the Haaland in training and the Haaland in competition. He can be laid back at times, but his insatiable hunger for goals is something the City needs to continue dominating English football. But what if that hunger transfers to another club? Laporta and Barcelona are ready to make a heavy investment, and even though City doesn't want to part ways with their top scorer, the forces of football can be surprising. Now think about it. What would Manchester City be like without Erling Haaland? Fans believe that City has the resources to reinvent itself, but losing a player of that caliber is no simple task. Even with a talented lineup of forwards, Haaland brought a presence to the team that few can replicate. What's more intriguing is that while Barcelona makes its plans, City also has its own secrets. Guardiola, despite the speculation, may be more involved than he seems. With Guardiola, there's always a surprise. His contract is nearing its end, but would he really leave a club where he has built an empire? Kiki Begiristain, his old friend and sporting director, is also expected to leave the club, which could directly influence the coach's decisions. A decade-long cycle at the helm of a team is rare, and perhaps this is the moment for Guardiola to close a chapter. But is it really? Or will City manage to persuade him to extend his legacy, even if just for another season? Meanwhile, Haaland continues on his path, breaking records and barriers. He has become the Premier League's top scorer with an almost eerie ease. The question remains, how much longer will he wear the blue jersey of City? Or will we see a twist where he decides to stay and be the cornerstone of a new glorious phase for the club? On one side, Laporta dreams of bringing him to Camp Nou. On the other, City seems ready to do anything but lose their main star. And if you think the tension ends here, you're mistaken. Guardiola may be contemplating his future, but City is also keeping an eye on new signings, looking for ways to continue standing out on the European stage and maintaining its prominent position in the Premier League. It's a roller coaster of emotions, where each decision could impact the next season in unpredictable ways. Everything is at stake. Titles, legacies, and above all, the respect that City has built. So, tell me, do you believe Guardiola will renew, or that Haaland could really move to Barcelona? What else could be at play in the coming weeks? Let's keep a close watch on every move, because the future of Manchester City in European football is about to undergo a significant transformation. If you want to stay updated on every detail of this saga at Manchester City and not miss any twists, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notifications, and always stay one step ahead of the latest football news. What's coming next will surprise you.